Did you miss today's trap? Were you shorting the bear flag? Did you get short below the VWAP? Do you not understand the big picture trend? Well, I hope that in this video I can probably answer that question for you. We were actually live all morning today talking about exactly the setup that played out. It couldn't have played out any better today, and that's why I'm making this video. So let's dive right into it. So there was two traps this morning. One I streamed, one I traded on my own. You can see when the numbers drop right here at 8:30, we get this dip below 50, and then basically it was as simple as waiting for this trap to basically get a nice bounce, and it did. Got all the way back up to the 73 level, and then we back tested 50 right here on the second candle. You can see that, and then obviously at that point it was just begging to get a long right there. So then when price did come on down, I did get long at this 51.50. I added another one at 49.75, and I locked them both down at 67. Why 67? That was a level of resistance that I already knew about, and this 50, that was a level of resistance from yesterday. So we're pinging and ponging in between a level of support and resistance from yesterday and today. So that was the first trade. That got me about $1,000, I believe, on that one, or a little bit under. And then this was the second one, the one we actually did stream it live. If you missed it, well, you can check on my channel. Everything is recorded. I don't take down anything. Whether I do good, you get to see the good, the bad, the ugly. Everything stays on. But right here is the magical trap. This is the money right here. We talked about how this area here was going to be a level of support. And basically, it was simple. The idea I had for this morning was waiting for this to basically hit and potentially do something like this. Dip, get back into the range, take the long, and then look for the move back up. Well, that didn't quite play out. We just bounced instantly from support. And once that happened, it was simple for me. I needed to wait for 50 to reclaim. Why 50? That was the previous level I had been playing at. You can see those bounces from here, right? It was a major level. They finally attempted to break it down, so this now becomes a failed breakdown, because this is the breakdown. We bounce from support, we reclaim 50, so all I gotta do is get long 50. Basically, what I was looking for down here happened in here. So you can see my entry there. It is basically spot on right at that 50 level. I had my order sitting there. And then, well, I took profit at 60.50. I knew we were going to basically break this level up here, but I didn't hold because, well, at that time, I'm like, oh, come on. Like, we already up 10 points on it. Let's just lock it down, right? But very simple. Today was a perfect example of why I trade support and resistance. I streamed everything live, and that was it. Just two trades for me, and I got myself with about $1,600 in profit, which is amazing. And to summarize, let me show it to you like this. This was the current trap low, which was that 48.50. Once we get the dip below that level, okay, and we get the rip back into it, you can see that that in itself became a long, which I did not take. But then later on, when we do get the bounce from support, we reclaim 50. It was basically this becomes the trap, and this becomes the long area right here, this 50 level. And that's why I got long 50, right? But now, inevitably, the market has done a beautiful thing. We've left stops above 67. Okay, we've left stops above 74. And now that we have done the trap, well, now we're gonna ultimately break that level. And look, it's happening live as I speak. But why the trap? In here, okay, the market has done two things. It basically took out the longs right here. Anybody who's still long from here, their stops were here somewhere, right? So it took them all out, and it did another thing. Anybody who's seeing this lower low, lower low, lower low, or anybody who's FOMOing short here, guess what? Their stops are going to be up in here in these levels right here. So when the market reverses right back into the range and basically says it catches the shorts offside, we have more liquidity now after taking the stops of the longs and getting all the stops from the shorts who are FOMOing to go up. And now what's the final token of the final side of the trap, which is basically right here? It's going to have liquidity from the stops of the shorts from this morning. That is the trap explained as quickly as I can, just to make this video very short. And I can imagine it's still going to be long. But anyways, like look at that. Like, this day couldn't have played out any better in terms of a level to level and in terms of support and resistance. So if you're not trading it like this, I mean, you can definitely trade it other fancy ways inside, but all this is just one giant move, one leg, one way of trading it, and that is after the trap or buying it at support. I know it looks messy, right? But you get the idea. Top, bottom, buyers want to buy low, sellers want to sell high, and then the pigs get slaughtered in the middle. I'll leave you with that thought for today.